I think it was an important learning moment, those first 2 years, not playing, being off to the side and training. You really kind of take a look at yourself as a player, and, you kind of really have to hone into, just what'll make a difference.
We beat the New York Red Bulls to get to MLS Cup with the New England Revolution. Here you are taking Red Bulls to MLS Cup. How does it feel?
Yeah, doing well. Thanks for having me on, guys. But yeah, vibes are great around here. It was a great feeling over the weekend, winning that Eastern Conference. But job's not done. We got one more to do this weekend. So hopefully we go out west and compete for it.
Dylan, first of all, it's good, my bro. It's good to see you, man. I'm very, very happy for you. Very happy for your guys' whole organization. But, this playoff run is a complete contrast to how you guys ended the regular season. What changed for you guys going, such a difficult run going into the playoffs, but then you're able to flip that switch where most teams in playoff history aren't able to do it in the way that you guys have?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think we've always had it within us. We started unbelievably in the start of the year. One of the top teams in the East, and then just with some guys getting hurt, Emil going down and struggling to get back fit, we kind of just hit a slump. We were struggling to score, giving away cheap goals, and I think we just kind of had to revert back to our basic principles. I think the change of shape definitely helped, just making things simple for everybody on the field. But yeah, it's been an incredible turnaround. I think we've started from the back and in the back four, back five, and just taking pride in being good defensively. And I think that showed definitely in this preseason playoffs. And then just letting the guys up front do their thing. When they get their chances, just let them be creative, let them be lethal.
Dylan, like you said, I think Emil Forsberg, it makes a massive difference for you guys when he's healthy and on the pitch. But when you think of the New York Red Bulls, you think of Emil Forsberg, you think of Lewis Morgan. But I want to talk about you, because you make 25 starts this year, right? It feels like you took a whole nother step in your career as a player. What did it take to get to this level for you? What were some of those ups and downs, and what did you learn to help you, propel you in your career?
I think just confidence, playing with a lot of confidence. I mean, Jalil knows the things I had to go through in years past. We shared some time together in Nashville, and just the grind it took to get out of that. And, to be here now in a comfortable situation is just a great feeling. A lot of belief in coaches here. They instilled their trust in me, and I think it's kind of showed. But yeah, definitely an interesting year. I think starting the year at right back. And trying to focus, just getting more involved in the attack and being more dangerous. Because I always take pride first and defensively in a good one. I think that's the thing Sandra kind of wanted me to improve on this year, is just involved and just creating another dimension for the team. And then come playoffs, we kind of changed shape, and I'm comfortable playing anywhere along the back line. So I think Sandro's kind of taken that into account, and he's trusted me playing this right center back role and this new shape that we're playing. So yeah, I've always been confident I could play anywhere along the back line. I think of it as a challenge. I'm always up for it. Whether it's on the left or for the right.
I see you got 4 shots on goal. Come on.
Yeah, I try.
There you go. Put some respect on my boy's name.
That's set pieces, though, so it's different.
Hey, we'll take it. You know what I mean?
He's just doing it against Columbus, but who's counting?
You'll definitely take it. Hey, people are counting, trust, and they are noticing not only how well you guys are playing collectively, but how well you've been playing individually. You mentioned the time that we spent together in the locker room in Nashville, and we've had so many conversations about what it is and what it means to thrive and to be successful in this business. I just remember very fondly how we would talk about, what it takes to be a successful player. And I always saw you as a younger player that if I could have done anything to help you out, whether it's conversations or through training sessions, I was down for it, because I saw a very, very inspirational young player in you. But now you've moved back to your hometown club. You're playing with your brother And that togetherness doesn't just permeate throughout your guys' household, it permeates throughout your guys' entire club. So what can you speak to in terms of your guys' togetherness that's been able to allow you to have so many successful results in the playoffs on the road?
Yeah, you're giving yourself a lot of flowers right now, Joe. I don't know.
Hey, he was.
If we were off camera,
hey,
if we were off camera, it might be a little different.
Listen, like I said at the beginning, you don't need to be all serious. We just chatting like we normally chat. It was good.
Yeah, no, but in seriousness, thanks to you and, it was a veteran heavy group in Nashville. But I think you need those moments, especially as a young player. The struggles I went through there, and even my first year. If I didn't have those, then, there's nothing really to use as motivation, in a way. Those tough moments, not getting selected for a game day roster, not making the away trip. I think those are important moments to go through, especially as a younger player. Just because if everything's all good and rainbows, then, you don't know what that other side's like, and you can't really use that as fuel, as motivation. But, I think I'm not really grateful, but I think it was an important learning moment, those first 2 years, not playing, being off to the side and training. You really kind of take a look at yourself as a player, and, you kind of really have to hone into, just what'll make a difference. And I luckily got a move to New York here in my hometown. Had some coaches that believed in me here, and been pretty grateful. And I think I just taking it from there.
That's what it takes. I mean, you have to overcome some of that adversity, sitting on the bench, suffering in order to grow. We touched on you playing with your brother, and I want to go into that conversation. But before we do that, can you name the other pair of brothers to play in an MLS Cup? And, essentially, we're taking you and your brother out of it. What are the other pair of brothers that have played in an MLS Cup?
Is it just one more?
No. You're the fourth pair, so there's three others.
It's got to be Roldan brothers, one of them, right?
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, check.
Phone a friend.
Thinking.
I see you looking over there. Get that help.
No, he's not even going to help me.
For the PR contact.
Yeah, you're looking at that PR man. He say, "Hey, what you got?" I'll give you another hint. Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
and it's not Seattle.
Stick in that same region.
Can't even read that. I'm not even gonna lie. I won't cheat here.
Portland Timbers.
Oh, the Chara brothers.
Yes.
There you go.
And I know you're not gonna get the last one.
Because
I don't think anybody was going to get
one
this.
stumped
You got
us
to be
too,
a hardcore MLS sicko from the early years of MLS. So in 1997, Colorado Rapids, Chris and Sean Henderson.
Wow.
That takes you back. So to bring it back to you and your brother, what has that been like? Training, competing with your brother? I'm sure in the beginning are we competing against each other for playing time? Are we going to be, obviously the ideal situation is being in the starting 11 together, but how has that worked to your benefit?
Yeah, it's truly been unbelievable. I think first and foremost, parents probably love it the most, and then us.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, it makes things a lot easier for them. They were there over the weekend in Orlando, and our mom was absolutely thriving in the moment. She was stealing the trophy from everyone wanting a picture.
And they tailgating hard, like they.
Yeah, so we were more happy for her. So it was good to see her just kind of celebrate and go crazy. But on the field, it's been amazing. It's kind of come second nature at this point. But it's funny. We have our moments. Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks ago we were jawing at each other, and Sandro and the rest of the coaching staff just thought it was hilarious because we can cross lines to each other. We could kind of say whatever we want, and it'll be no hard feelings. And I think that's kind of a dimension that's nice in a way because. And then when it comes to the game, it's we'll have each other's backs no matter what. He makes a mistake. I know I'm going to run an extra 10, 15 yards for him. I make a mistake. He's going to do the same. So it's a nice pairing. I think especially being center backs together, a little dynamic duo in a sense. But it's all good.
It's absolutely incredible. Well done on your parents for obviously getting you to this point. But we wish you all the best in MLS Cup. it'd be great to see the New York Red Bulls win that first title. I know the New England Revolution, we've been there 5 times. We haven't gotten one either. So all the best to you and your brother and the rest of your teammates.